Hello and welcome to the Peach Belt Conference Network. Jessica Charman joining you here for Peach Belt Conference Tournament Sunday. We've already crowned one champion in our female side of the bracket. Flagler Saints take home their first conference tournament title in history. They remain unbeaten, heading to 19-0-1 and their automatic berth to the NCAA tournament. We've got another potential upset on our sleeves as a number 4 seeded Francis Marion come in to face the number 2 seeded Lander Bearcats. Francis Marion with a strong season under their new coach, Luis Rincon. They are 14-4-1. Luis Rincon, the most winning coach in his first season with the Patriots, is the most wins since 2008. This is their 4th championship appearance, and they are 2-time tournament champions in 1999 and 2008. Last time that the Patriots had this many wins in the season, they won the 2008 Peach Belt Conference Tournament Championship. They've had 10 shutouts this season. That equals a program record. On the opposite side, Lander Bearcats, the highest seed left in the conference tournament. They come in at 12-4-2. This is their 5th consecutive tournament title match, the 17th in history. That makes them the most successful team in Peach Belt Conference history when it comes to the conference tournament. So far, they have 6 titles. They most recently won in 2017, but they will not want to remember the 2018 Peach Belt Conference tournament because they lost on penalties against the young Harris Mountain Lions. This season, Lander have outscored their opponents 39-14, and they have 7 shutouts. The last time these two teams faced was on October the 5th, and it was Lander that came out strongest with a 2-0 win. At the time, Lander were ranked number 7, or rather, Francis Marion were ranked number 7, the highest they have been ranked all season nationally. But it was Lander goals from Robbie Young and Jed Smith that were the difference in Lander's victory. Interestingly, these two teams have faced just once in a Peach Belt Conference tournament final. That was back in 2008. Francis Marion won 1-0 in double overtime to claim their 2nd ever Peach Belt Conference title. We've had overtime already on the women's side. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it here today, and perhaps Francis Marion can cause an upset as the number 4 seed. A reminder that I am Jessica Charman. I'll be with you, bringing you all the action on the Peach Belt Conference Network, and we'll be back in a moment with our starting lineups for today's final. Welcome back to the Peach Belt Conference Network. Francis Marion and Lander Bearcats. Francis Marion will be playing in the dark blue jerseys with the white numbers. Lander in the white shirts, blue shorts. Starting lineups, starting with the Lander Bearcats. In goal, Cole Hunter. Starting goalkeeper got injured. Jacob Withers in the last match. So Cole Hunter starting his first game of the season. Big one for the sophomore from Tennessee. Alistair Dion, Oakley Hanger, Harry Berkhamshaw, Robbie Young, George Knight, Tom Marriott, Max McNulty, the hat-trick hero in the semi-finals for Lander against Clayton State. Jed Smith, Grant Wagner, and Max Bolton to start for the Lander Bearcats. For Francis Marion, it's Max Rogo in goal, who had the heroic save to upset the young Harris Mountain Lions. Javier Morcillo, Sam Pollard, Yafet Santiago, Oliver Peters, Travis Cook, Alvaro Zamora, Javier Bejo, Pantelli, Magnus Hoyland, and Juan Miguel Fernandez. As we mentioned, Lander coming in as the number 2 seed, the highest remaining seed in the conference tournament. Francis Marion, number 4, coming in after the upset of number 1, Young Harris. Long ball over the top, headed clear by Jed Smith. Long ball over the top, searching for the run of Bolton. Quick off his line, though, is Rogo to pop that one up in the air. Flicked on by Francis Marion's bellow. Almost cleared by Berkhamshaw, but it is Santiago in possession. Santiago spreads play wide to Pantelli. Back to Santiago. Santiago spins and beats a couple of defenders. Lays inside to Zamora. Zamora turns it over. Hard work by Pantelli to knock it back to Pollard. Pollard searching for the run. Bello receives it inside, over the top, and quick off his line. Cole Hunter in goal. As we mentioned, starting goalkeeper and second team goalkeeper for the Peach Belt Conference, Withers picked up a knock in the semi-final. Cole Hunter had played just 10 minutes of action prior to that injury, but he came up big against Clayton State in 3 saves, conceding just 1. So a big night here in Evans, Georgia for Cole Hunter in goal. Knight cuts back, returns the ball. Playing wide, Lander Bearcats now. First time ball over the top. Marriott with a great control. Cleared by Hoyland, picked up by Rogo. A little complacent in the back there by Francis Marion. Rogo is not impressed with his right back, Fernandez, just giving him a piece of his mind there. Did not follow the runner, and far too easy there for Marriott to create an opportunity. Long ball again over the top by Smith. This time cleared more convincingly by the Patriots. Good first touch by Zamira. Overturned again, though, and Lander just a little bit sloppy in the middle. Young and Pantelli. Foul called against Pantelli there. Young with some good physicality in the center circle to earn a free kick for the Bearcats. Just inside the center circle, kicked off fast by Berkhamshaw. Searching cross into the middle, and no one able to come onto that one. Bolton just asking Marriott why he didn't try and bomb in on that back post. Francis Marion had no worries there as the goalkeeper, Rogo, watched that one out of bounds. Rogo with the goal kick. 6'2" goalkeeper from Buenos Aires. He's a junior with another year of eligibility after this one, but he's had a fantastic season, tying the Patriots' single-season record for shutouts at 10. He could, in theory, break that one if he is able to shut out the number 9 nationally ranked Bearcats. Long ball over the top. A slip there from the defender. Marriott allows Cook a chance. Cook to Fernandez. Fernandez back post, goal. And that by Fernandez is a moment of absolute magic. The slip from Marriott proves costly as the Francis Marion Patriots come off with an absolute dream start. Juan Miguel Fernandez with the cheeky, intricate chip to that top left corner, and Cole Hunter in net could not move. This is not what the Lander Bearcats would have expected going into this game. Just 4 minutes on the clock, and it is the number 4 Patriots that have the lead. And I cannot praise Fernandez enough for that finish. Smith's clearance is blocked by Bello. Goalkeeper comes off his line, Hunter to clear that one, and goal scorer Fernandez will watch it trickle out for a throw-in. Fernandez, the junior from Madrid, Spain. Dream start in his conference final today for him. Big win in the air there by Peters, and the long ball over the top, searching for Bello. Good work by Smith to head that back to Hunter in goal. Hunter bowls things out to try and get things started quickly. Hanger. Good pass by Hanger, looking for the run of Bolton. Cleared once in the air, but a big leap by McNulty. Step out of defense by DeGun. Long ball over the top into a good area, looking for the run of McNulty. McNulty defended by Pollard. Well done by the sophomore from Australia, Pollard, there to earn a goal kick. Rogo on the goal kick here. It's not long. Caught between two. But it was De Jong. Pollard searching for Cook. Headed away by Knight, but not cleared completely. Cook with his back to goal. Lays it back to Santiago. Santiago with some neat foot skills on the right-hand flank. Still in possession. Chips it back. Blocked, though, by the Bearcats and knocked long by Marriott. Nice first touch by Morcillo. Morcillo pops it up. Good header by Wagner. And it'll be a throw-in for the Patriots. Fernandez picking up the ball to take this one. Fernandez, long throw over the top. Bello can't win that one in the air. It's a good work by Knight. And now Dagnon. Good run by Hanger from the back, looking to overlap. 1-2 passing by the Bearcats. Good quick pass by Smith. Peters can't control it, though. Knight. Wagner all the way back to Smith. Smith across to Dagnon. Lander content with playing possession out the back. They'll be disappointed to have conceded so early, but it does give them a lot of game time to force the equalizer. Hoyland should catch this one, and Hoyland just shields it out of play. Max Bolton doesn't have the legs in him to catch that one. Bolton, the co-freshman of the year for the Lander Bearcats. Rogo with the goal kick, long and high by him. Bello comes back to win it, and Cook flicks it on. De Jong releases Hanger. Hanger bombs down that right-hand side, cuts inside and releases Wagner. Wagner with a nice spin. Knight into Marriott. Marriott looking to switch the play, headed on. And an important save by Rogo there as he his entire goal down to his left-hand side. But that's the best opportunity for Lander, and it's the header from Max McNulty that caused Rogo some trouble there in net. First corner kick of the game, and it's Tom Marriott from Nottingham heading over to take this one. Plenty of players up for Lander, all but 2. Those back to defend Zamora, who stayed up. Out swinging delivery. It's up and middle, and McNulty tries on it, but it's headed clear. Good work by Berkhamshaw to spin and keep possession. Berkhamshaw, deep ball to the back post. It's headed down. Good header there by McNulty, but a comfortable save by Rogo in goal. And he's called upon big in those last 2 moments for the Patriots. Rogo's punt. Angled and far. Bello unable to flick it on. Rip by Santiago. Yafet Santiago hit that one on the volley. Always going wide though. Be a goal kick for Cole Hunter. Hunter probably wasn't expecting to play in the Peach Belt Conference tournament this year, but as always with a goalkeeper, ready and prepared for the minutes when they came. Injury, of course, to Withers in the semi-final match against Clayton State. He's played 56 minutes so far this season, and none will be bigger than the 90 minutes in this match. Long ball over the top. Pollard is there to clean things up for the Patriots, but it will be a throw-in for the Bearcats. Hanger on the throw into the feet of Wagner. Wagner, not the best return pass there. And Peters will clear it long, looking for Bello. De Jong is there to flick it back to Knight. Knight spins past Bello and has a chance to stretch his legs over the halfway line. Nice run by Knight and a good delivery to Bolton. Bolton's first touch just got away from him though. Santiago was looking for Zamora. He does find him on the second opportunity. Zamora with the turn. Cross to Cook. Cook's chest control intercepted by Smith. And it's Marriott all the way back to defend. Pressed by Fernandez. Good pressure by Fernandez. And Knight will shield that one out for a goal kick for the Bearcats. Player down for the Patriots, holding his head. Believe it's Juan Miguel Fernandez as the clock stops on 11 minutes. Fernandez off the field. Just looked like in his battle with Knight back there, he may have took a knock. No foul, of course. Knight every right to use his body to protect that ball and earn a goal kick for the Bearcats. It is 1-0 currently to the number 4 seeded Patriots. Lander coming in as the number 2 seed, the highest remaining seed, as number 1 Young Harris was shockingly defeated 2-1 to the Patriots on Friday's match. Jessica Charman with you on the Peach Belt Conference Network here in Evans, Georgia. Still a lot of game time to come. It is a 4-minute Juan Miguel Fernandez goal that is the difference between the two sides so far. It is the goal scorer that is being helped up by his athletic trainer right now. And the Patriots will hope that Fernandez is okay, because him bombing down the right-hand flank so far has been extremely dangerous for them. Sydney Warden is the new option, the forward sophomore from London, England. Fernandez just being walked around now. And we will see the game getting restarted with 11:03 on the clock. Goal kick towards halfway, cleared by Pollard. Knight. Knight and Smith connecting here as Knight gets a chance to bomb forward again. Knight looking dangerous as he cuts. Almost slips on the turf, but keeps his footing to spread it to Wagner. Wagner to Hanger. Hanger plays wide. Nice move on the right-hand side. Good idea by Young, but forced out for the throw-in towards the Patriots. Patriots throw in down the line. Bello doesn't get up high enough to flick that one on. Deflected off of Warden for the throw-in for the Bearcats. Or for the Patriots, excuse me. Patriot throw-in just short of the halfway line. Bearcats with an opportunity now with Bolton. Bolton spins, but is defended nicely by Pollard. Bolton, an all-PBC second team selection in what's been a great year. Very difficult achievement as Hanger tries to thread through McNulty. Max McNulty, another freshman that joined Max Bolton on that all-PBC second team for the Lander Bearcats. The Bearcats had one first-team selection. That was Robbie Young, the senior from Motherwell, Scotland. Rogo with the goal kick. Gets underneath it, over halfway. Flicked on nicely by Cook, but only as far as Knight. Knight and Santiago. Santiago does well there against someone a lot taller than himself. Going to be Warden, the first half substitution with this throw-in. Warden down the line looking for Cook. Over Cook, headed out by Knight for another Patriots throw-in. Warden will edge up to take this throw-in as the Patriots gain their space. Warden inside to Cook. Cook back to Warden. Warden whips it in towards the middle. Goalkeeper Hunter does well there to command his 18-yard box and bowls it out immediately to set Oakley Hanger up. Young back to Hanger. Hanger has to turn to play it backwards to De Jong. De Jong to Hanger. Inside to Berkhamshaw. Berkhamshaw chips that one over the head of Pollard. Looking for Bolton. Nice break by Bolton. Important save by Rogo there. But that was actually Max McNulty released over the top there. And very close to picking up his fourth goal of the conference tournament. Of course, McNulty had the hat-trick in the 3-1 win against Clayton State here on Friday. Good work by Bello in the air to release Cook, but strong defending by the Bearcats. Unable to keep possession though. Chipped by Warden. Flicked on by Bello and Cook and Hunter in a foot race there. It's Cole Hunter that wins that one. Hunter urging his players to push forwards here. Long punt. Bolton tries to flick it back. Good challenge by Wagner, but Santiago cleans things up. Wagner again. Pollard up in the air for the Patriots. Be a throw-in for the Bearcats as Robbie Young just watched that one sail out of bounds. Berkhamshaw. Back to Hagner. Berkhamshaw again inside to Wagner. Wagner with the close ball control to release Knight. Knight to Marriott. Marriott cuts inside but cleared nicely by Peters. That'll give the Patriots a chance to step up as Smith finds Hanger. Hanger cutting inside again, defended by Cook, but does find Young on the spin. Young into the feet of Marriott. Marriott knocks it back. Berkhamshaw, 1-2 pass. Berkhamshaw comes away with the step over. Nice move by Berkhamshaw. Releases Knight. Knight blocked by Hoyland. Into Marriott. Marriott takes the shot from distance, skips up in front of Rogo, but that shot will cause him no trouble in goal. 16 minutes and ticking. Still 1-0 to the Patriots. Deflected off of De Jong. Bowled out to Hanger. Hanger inside to De Jong. Quick interchange passing for the Bearcats. Spreading round the centre-back positions. Knight. Knight back to Smith. Smith all the way across to Dion. Then Yon. Wide to Hanger, making the field big is the Bearcats. Looked like the switch was on there, but Hanger opted to turn back to Berkhamshaw. Patient play by the Bearcats, and now the switch was attempted but couldn't find Marriott. Wagner with a good clearance and some nice pressure by Bolton, but Bolton called a foul. Bolton was deemed to go into that one. Morcillo is over this one for the Patriots. The junior from Pamplona, Spain. Looking for the big switch over to the left-hand side. Bayo almost makes it, but is defended nicely by Hanger. Big win by Hoyland, but only as far as Marriott. Marriott's first touch took it away from him, and Warden with some good hustle. But it's recycled by the Bearcats and Cole Hunter. Hunter knocks it long, looking for the jump of Bolton. And this one will go all the way back to Hunter again in goal, who bowls it out almost instantly to Smith. Knight, long ball over the top by Knight, searching for McNulty. But again, Rogo dominating his box there to come and claim it. Rogo with the ball at his feet, just running the clock slightly. Still a lot of time to play in this game. Not going to be time wasting yet, you would hope, as the punt is long. Bello flicks it on, but it's a good win by Knight. Another header by Wagner, flicked on by Marriott, and it's Bolton on the run. Rogo has to head that one, and Hoyland with the eventual clearance. Dangerous play over the top by the Bearcats as the Patriots win a throw-in off of the hard work from Zamora in the air. Sydney Warden will be in no rush to take this throw-in, just walking over. Down the line it goes, looking for Bello. Good win in the air by George Knight over the top of Bello. Bello has been very good in the air so far in the first 20 minutes or so as Warden takes another throw, and this time Bayo spins. Bayo with Knight behind him. Knight with some good work, and looked like Wagner was unable to save the corner there, and it'll be a Francis Marion corner kick. It's Ollie Peters stepping up to take this corner for the Patriots. Should be an out swinging delivery here. Peters right-footed, taking it from the far right side. Penalty spot looks to be the aim. Heads towards the penalty spot on the back post. Important clearance by Knight. And the foul called there. Tom Marriott does really well with his back to goal to win that foul. Shielded the ball and forced the foul to be called. And now Lander with a chance to break forwards. Hanger. All the way back to De Jong. Smith to Knight. Knight into the feet of Marriott. Marriott cuts inside, but Warden with some good defense there, joined by Santiago. Warden spins and chips it into an area, but no one making the run there, and Cole Hunter will have no issues playing that one back to his centre-back, Jed Smith. Smith, a freshman from Essex, England, a very English-looking Lander Bearcats side. Frenchman Alistair Dayon was the one to spread that over to George Knight, another English lad from Basingstoke. De Jong breaks over the halfway line. Slowed down by Santiago. Switch finds Hanger. Hanger drills in across, a slip from Hoyland. Hoyland slips. Bolton unable to get on the end of it. And the referee did call a foul there. It looked to me from my angle like Højlund just slipped on the turf, but it will be a free kick for the Patriots. Rogo will take this free kick. Just outside his 6-yard box. Rogo's kick hits past the halfway line. Knight will go up to win it. It flicks favorably to Bayo though. Double team in the Lander defense, and it's Smith that manages to knock it back to De Jong. Wagner blocked by a nice recovery run from Travis Cook. De Jong spreading it wide to Knight. Knight with a good first touch. Ball out of his feet, but then caught up in the high pressure from Zamora. Manages to recover and get it across to Dagnon. Here's Hanger. Hanger chips it in. Højlund is there. Good header by Højlund, but Bearcats still have possession. It's a nice spin there by Max McNulty, but he's unable to get off a clean shot there, and it'll be an easy pickup for Max Rogo. Rogo opts to roll this one out in front of him. Knocks it long over the top, again looking for Bayo. Good header out the back by the Bearcats. Flicked on by Marriott. Strong work by Bolton with his back to goal, but Cook is there for the Patriots. This time Bolton turns. Santiago is pressing him from behind, but Bolton is there. Takes the shot, and that one nowhere near frame by the freshman. Sailing over, but Bolton showing his strength and ability to turn and change his pace, and that could cause the Francis Marion defense some problems in this matchup. Goal kick for Rogo. Long and flat by Rogo. Bayo knocks that one back, but it puts Pollard under a lot of trouble there, and it's the vivacious pressure from Bolton that causes all sorts of trouble as Berkhamshaw breaks onto this loose ball. Marriott with the dinged cross, but easy again for Maximiliano Rogo in goal. Rogo had a solid game in the matchup with Young Harris on Friday. Of course, the climax of that, his penalty save with about 3 minutes on the clock against Danny Fisher. Rogo named the player of the match by the Peach Belt Conference, but he'll need another big performance if the Patriots are to be crowned Peach Belt Conference tournament champions for just the 3rd time in their history. Hanger with the long ball over the top. Pollard, no nonsense defending there to kick that one long and over the halfway line. Hanger chipped it in over the top. Too much there by Javier Morcillo. Morcillo always over the top of Max Bolton, and as soon as Bolton went down, the foul was called. Free kick in a dangerous area for the Bearcats here. 35 yards or so out. It is pretty far off center towards the right-hand side as the referee counts back the Patriots' wall. Everyone lined up outside the goal box right now for Lander. Chipped in towards the back post, and Knight unable to get on the end of that one. Just a bit too much on it there by Lander. Was Tom Marriott on that cross from the free kick and just overhit that one, but you saw him looking to unlock George Knight on that back post. Execution just wasn't there, but the idea was right as Rogo takes this goal kick. Bayo flicks it on. Nice recovery there by Wagner. Hanger dukes the pass and instead chips it down the line looking for Bolton. Another foul called there by the referee. Looks like these players are going to have to be very careful with their jumps. Referee seems to be calling any sort of extended arm of sorts or backing in. Just failing to give Lander an opportunity right now as Maximiliano Rogo takes the goal kick. Bello again, the recipient. Nice chest control by Wagner, though, as he knocks that one long, but just couldn't get the swerve on that one to keep it in play. He was looking again for Max Bolton from Brentwood, England. Back to goal. Good turn. Saw what Dignon was trying to do, trying to spin the opposite direction, but his goalkeeper, Cole Hunter, may have been a better option there. Instead, he gives up the throw-in for the Patriots halfway into Lander territory here. Patriots throw-in into the feet of Bello. Bello tries to get it back to the thrower, but it's a good defensive play again by the Bearcats, who have really smoothed things up since the 4th minute goal that they conceded after the slip from the defender, Tom Marriott. Throw in down the line, flicked on by McNulty. Bolton back to goal, earns a throw in for the Bearcats. Thrown inside, across to Dignon. Knight just slowed things down. Plays the 1-2 with Marriott, but Knight's pass is under pressure, but it's a fantastic slide tackle. Important there by Smith. Knight does better with that one to step in, but it's another poor pass to put Marriott under pressure, and Santiago just takes a little bit too long, but he gets himself out of trouble. Nice work by Yafet Santiago. Warden, chipped ball down the line, searching for Bayo. Bayo defended by Smith. Bayo releases Warden. Warden with the cross. Important interception by Bearcats as Bayo puts it back in with his head. And Cole Hunter will come out for that one. Good phase of play, though. All started by Yafet Santiago for the Patriots. Good flick by McNulty. He'll get on to the second ball. Hoyland pops that one up in the air. And the Patriots unable to clear their lines until Pollard puts the big boot through that one to clear his lines. Knight will keep it in play for the Bearcats. Inside to Smith. Smith all the way across to Dion. Dion with a good pass into the feet of Berkhamshaw. Berkhamshaw chips, but Rogo there, and Rogo with the chest control, and we're seeing a common theme here. Every time Rogo gets the ball, he's going to try and stop it without his hands in order to force the clock to keep ticking until he is pressed by a Bearcat player. It's a dangerous game to play with only 30 minutes gone in this match. Time wasting this early on can often come back to haunt a team, particularly when playing against the quality of the Bearcats. Long ball searching for Bayo. Well done by Dignon. Head injury on the right-hand side for the Bearcats. Once we know who it is for sure, we will let you know. Clock is stopped at 30:30. Patriots still leading the Bearcats 1-0. And at the moment, it's the goal from Juan Miguel Fernandez, the junior from Madrid, Spain. The difference was a beautifully dinked chip into the far top corner, upper 90. And actually, Fernandez has since left the pitch with an injury. We'll wonder if the goal scorer will be able to return. It looks like everyone is okay as Patriots play it all the way back to Cole Hunter to get things restarted for the Bearcats. Wagner to Dignon. Hanger now plays it back to Dignon. Lander very confident at playing it out through their back line. Berkhamshaw wide to Hanger. Hanger chips it in and deflects it off of Cook. Dagnon again. Wide to Smith. It's impressive how these players connect together. Two freshmen, the centre backs for the Bearcats, but playing with a lot of experience. Berkhamshaw turns. Pressure from behind by Bayo, in front by Cook. But Berkhamshaw breaks through two challenges. Eventually it's the tackle from Peters that stops him. Bolton refreshes things though, and the ball gets spread wide to George Knight. Knight pass to Marriott. Marriott cuts it back to Berkhamshaw. Berkhamshaw returns it. Marriott can't beat Warden though. And Bayo all the way back. A nice play by Bayo to get Peters, who tries to spring Santiago's run. Nothing called there. Some cries of handball, but it is the Patriots in possession through Warden. Santiago to Bayo. Bayo chips it back post. No one home. And Oakley Hanger will be able to get the offense kick-started for the Bearcats. Inside to Wagner. Wagner wide to Knight. George Knight again having a lot of time and space on this left-hand flank. Good pass to Marriott. Marriott one-on-one, but Warden, the second half substitution, has been brilliant at this right fullback position so far. Timed that tackle to perfection, the English native. Jed Smith throw in here. Smith taking a run up. Expect a long throw in here from Jed Smith. Everyone in the 18. Smith's long and looping throw towards the penalty spot. McNulty cannot connect. Bolton cannot connect. Falls to number 9, and it's wide there by Robbie Young. Robbie Young will want that one back. The first team all-conference selection from Motherwell, Scotland, just couldn't get his shot on frame, but far better by the Bobcats. Oh, by the Bearcats, rather, as Zeno Ballish checks in for the Bearcats. Goodness gracious, lots of games going on this weekend. Lots of names, but we will get there eventually. The Lander Bearcats making that substitution. Rogo with the long goal kick, but it's a good header by Knight. Wagner step back in to win that one and release Hanger. Hanger caught in trouble there. A little bit of a shirt grab, but play will continue as Bello has tried to release over the top. Important interception by Cole Hunter there. The offside flag was raised, but the play will be pulled back for a foul by Lander on Francis Merrin before that long ball over the top was played. It's deemed no advantage for the Patriots, so instead they'll get a second opportunity to launch a ball forward, and it's Ollie Peters over this one for FMU. Peters. Deep delivery. Warden unable to take that one down how he would have liked to, but maintains possession. Swings it in. Hoyland is there. Foul called against Hoyland, much to the displeasure of the FMU coaching staff. As previously mentioned, referee has been consistent with these calls. He does not want any contested jumps, any sign of hands in the back, or trying to climb over the defensive players has been called so far in the first 35 minutes of this match. Wagner, patient by him. Across to Smith. Smith to Knight. Knight on the half spin. Opts to instead switch it back to Dagnon. Dagnon into the feet of Knight. Half turn swizzle by him. Knight's pass just not good enough there. Didn't have the accuracy on it. It's knocked long by Pollard, but it will be a throw-in for Lander. Knight throws it back, and we'll have it retaken. No, we won't. Yes, we will. Everyone a little bit confused with that play, but instead Landa knock it long. Hoyland is there, and Pollard there for the second clearance. Sydney Warden gets the header to knock things out of play for a Bearcats throw-in. Throw-in here. Jed Smith on the throw. We've seen he's got the long throw delivery into the box, flicked on by McNulty. Back post clearance, but only as far as Oakley Hanger. Hanger looking for the runner, Ballish. Ballish slips and cannot keep it in. Field conditions a lot better than Friday, but still a little bit nasty out there. Couple of bobbles, couple of puddles, and you'll see that impact the play today for sure. But Maximiliano Rocco will take this goal kick now. Under 10 minutes left in the first half. Patriots still with that 1-goal lead from as early as the 4th minute as Rogo's clearance goes straight out of bounds for a throw-in for Landa. Knight, time and space in front of him. Better pass this time to Young. Young defended nicely, though. Works back to recover. But a good run there by Zamora. Nice recovery by Berkhamshaw, and it'll be cleared out by Warden. Bearcats take the throw-in fast. Danyon to Hanger. Hanger now bombing down the far-hand side. Cuts inside to Ballish. Ballish just a little bit too long on that one, but he does earn a throw-in for his Landa team. It's Jed Smith across to take this throw, and again, Smith has the long throw in his repertoire. Over the top, this one a little bit more loopy. It's flicked on by McNulty. Important take by Rogo as McNulty tried to get underneath him. It was George Knight with the last challenge on the goalkeeper, but Rogo stood strong. Good hands by him as he bowls that one out. Risky by the goalkeeper. And Knight will take it. No nonsense by Peters with that clearance for FMU. Bayo pops it up, looking for Zamora. Good effort by Jed Smith to try and keep that one in play, but unable to do so. Throw in for the Patriots, Sydney Warden. Taking this one, he's been fantastic since he checked in early on for that injury to Fernandez. Bolton dispossessed though. Nunez chopped down there, chopped down by Knight. And it'll be a free kick in a good area for the Patriots. It was a good spin by Nestor Nunez, the sophomore from Madrid. And he earns his team a free kick in a dangerous area as aforementioned. It's Sydney Warden over this free kick. Be an out swinging delivery with his right foot here. Everyone lined up on the edge of the penalty box towards the back post. They'll make that run in. Warden with a good delivery. Bayo unable to make it. It is restarted though. Chipped back into the danger zone. Knight is there for Landa. And he does well to make that clearance, George Light. Throw in again for Warden. Just edging up the field, taking as much territory as possible. Thrown into Bayo. Back to Warden. Warden earns another throw-in for the Patriots. Less than 5 remaining in this first half. FMU, as we mentioned, still with the 1-goal lead. Landa have had a couple of good opportunities, but so far Maximiliano Rojo has been equal to them. Hunter looks to clear his lines. Nice spin by Bolton. Fantastic spin by Bolton past Hoyland. Still in possession. Chopped down by Morcillo, but no foul called. And Lander will have a throw-in and a couple of substitution. It's Mitch Gutteridge checking in. Mitch Gutteridge, a senior from Reading, England. And Lars Chef checking in, the Norwegian. They will perhaps get in before this throw-in, perhaps not. We will see. They will not. And Lander instead will have to restart things out the back to Wagner. Wagner wide to Hanger. Hanger chips it in the back post, hits the backside of Bolton, and it's a easy clearance for the Patriots. Zamora's pass not good enough, easily intercepted by Knight. And things will restart through Hunter. Big switch to Young. Good first touch by Young. Knocks it back confidently. Heavy touch by Berkhamshaw and turned over. Here's Nunez. Nunez cutting inside, lays it back to Cook. Cook switches the play. Patient by the Patriots. They turn back to Sam Pollard. Pollard all the way back to Rogo. Rogo with some pressure from Bolton. But Rogo's clearance is long. Cook can't control that one. But it's nicely done by Peters. Pollard chips it in, searching for Zamora. Ball still in bounds. Long chip over the top, trying to catch Hunter off his line. Unable to do so. And finally, the subs will be able to check in. It's Mitch Gutteridge from Reading and Lars Seth from Norway. Robbie Young and George Knight taking that extra 2 or so minutes until halftime. Guthridge gets his first touch, knocks it long, flicked on by Bolton but can't find McNulty. Berkhamshaw driving. Nunez is defending him, but Berkhamshaw is able to release Seth. Seth with the long cross, headed by Pollard. Bravely done by Pollard there with a fantastic diving header, and Nunez knocks it long. Gutteridge is there. Earns a throw-in. For Lander. Gutteridge just stealing a few yards as he sends that one down. Hoyland is equal to it. Jed Smith will have an opportunity to launch one more long throw-in with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They've been a little bit too loopy right now. Can he get this one slightly flatter? It is a better trajectory. Cleared once by Pollard, unconvincingly though. And it should be a throw-in again. It's not. This time it goes in favor of the Patriots. And with 15 seconds ticking, Sidney Warden will take as long as he can to take this throw-in for the Patriots as the countdown begins. He does throw it down the line. Gutteridge pops it up, and that will be it for the first half of this conference tournament final here in Evans. Conference stats and facts from the first half. It's Jessica Charman on the Peach Belt Conference Network. Welcome back to the Peach Belt Conference Network here on Peach Belt Conference Tournament Sunday. Jessica Charman joining you in Evans, Georgia, about to get started on the second half of this matchup between the number 4 seeded FMU Patriots and the number 2 seeded Lander Bearcats. Right now, we're on path for an upset as it is FMU that have the 1-0 lead. The difference right now, the Juan Miguel Fernandez goal. Juan Miguel found the net in the 4th minute, and since then, no other goals have been created. Max Rogo in net for Francis Marion has been credited with 6 saves. Cole Hunter has no saves currently, but he has come up big in goal with his distribution and decision making. Francis Marion have to hold on for 45 minutes if they're to come up with the upset and their 3rd Peach Belt Conference Tournament title in their history. Francis Marion earned themselves a corner kick. It was the hard work of Pantelis Pantelli, who has stayed down on the ground currently. Pantelli, the clock will be stopped at 42 seconds as Pantelli gingerly gets up onto his feet, holding his wrist at the moment. We saw a nasty injury in the first half, and we do have confirmation that he had to be treated off-site. So we'll send our well wishes to Fernandez. If there's one thing to keep him going, it is the fact that right now his goal is still the difference between these two sides. In swinging corner kick delivery here be Sydney Warden towards the back post, headed clear by Knight, put back in by Nunez, half cleared and finished from close range by Zamora, and Zamora really should have done better on that shot. A comfortable save from close range by Cole Hunter, and Lander will feel like they got away with one there. Just not enough power behind the shot from Alziro Zamora. Lander will start playing out the back as they try to do all match. Here's Knight with a little space to drive. Good step out the back from Sydney Warden. Throw in for the Bearcats. Knight is on it. Throws it over, looking for the head of McNulty. And they will earn themselves another throw in here. Everyone but 2 forward now for the Bearcats. Long throw in coming here. Bayo dropping back to defend for the Patriots. Long ball over the top. Fantastic throw. Fricked on. But Rogo dominates his box. There's a great throw-in from the sideline, but no real challenges from the Bearcats in that possession. Rogo with the drop kick, looking for Bayo. Good header, though, by the Bearcats and Hanger. Berkhamshaw speeding over halfway, plays the 1-2, and the foul called in favor of the Bearcats, and they'll have an opportunity here to launch a ball forward. They instead play it short. All the way back across to Dagnon. Hanger easily cuts past Bayo. Big switch to the far side right now. Lovely first touch there on the left-hand side, but again, Sydney Warden with a perfectly timed challenge to dispossess the Bearcats. It'll be a throw-in for Lander. Jed Smith heading forward to take this one. We've seen how dangerous this long throw-in delivery can be. The trajectory makes it very difficult for the Patriots to defend. This one's a little closer. McNulty tries to get on it. It's cleared, but only as far as Wagner, who chips it back in where it came from. Knight is up. Big punch by Rogo. Back into danger as FMU try and clear it. Warden does so. Big boot back there by Jed Smith, just putting it back where it came from. And Rogo will keep that one in and run the clock slightly here. 3:50 on the clock in the second half of the of the final rather, championship game here at Blanchard Woods Park. Wagner tries to clear, but only as far as the FMU players. Nice spin by Berkhamshaw as he breaks through a couple of challenges. Pollard clears, but it does fall with FMU's Marriott. Knight. Back to Smith. Smith across to Dagnon. Dagnon with the big diagonal. Good first touch by Marriott, but another good stop by the FMU defense. Jed Smith, ball at his feet, just short of halfway. Opts to go laterally to Dagnon. Good check by Young, but Nunez has possession for FMU. Nunez spins and forces the foul. Wagner with the foul there. Grant Wagner, the sophomore from South Carolina, one of only a few non-international players, domestic players for Lander. Very diverse squad that the Bearcats have down in the Carolinas. Long ball over the top by Morcijo. Bayo flicks it back in. Nunez is there. Nunez keeps it alive and lays it back to Peters. Peters with the long, ambitious effort, and that one never dipping to redirect on frame. Instead, a goal kick for goal Hunter. Hunter asks his defenders to check in. Dagnon was asking for it short. Hunter does not choose to do so, instead knocks it long. McNulty is up with the header. Morcijo with the clearance. Put back in by Wagner. Bolton putting Hoyland under some pressure there. Flicked down. Good distribution by Berkhamshaw. De Jong with a little change in space. Young into Berkhamshaw. Berkhamshaw defended by Pantelli, and Pantelli earns a throw-in for the Patriots. Pantelli on the throw. Down the line looking for Bayo. Over Bayo. Hanger gets the ball back in for Lander, and it's Young that goes down off the ball. Wagner putting some pressure on Peters, but Peters gets the ball to Bayo. Slide tackle from behind by Hanger, and Hanger does well at the second opportunity to dispossess Bayo. Pantelli with the throw in here. Down the line, looking for the feet of Bayo. Just goes through the legs of Bayo, but falls favorably with Zamora. Zamora doesn't do well there, though. Nunez almost gets the ball back for FMU, and it's his pressure that allows Warden to keep the ball. Warden chips it over the top, looking for the run of Zamora. Headed home. Good work by the goalkeeper Hunter off his line there to smother that back pass. He bowls it out nicely to Hanger. Hanger to Dagnon. Dagnon all the way across to George Knight. Knight stops and goes. All the way home though. Lander with a lot of patience here. Still plenty of time in the second half to make a difference. It's a 4th-minute goal. The difference between these two sides right now, as Hanger's pass a little bit too complacent there. Was searching for Marriott, but an easy turnover by FMU. Smith to Dagnon. Dagnon all the way across to Hanger. Hanger chips it down the line. Pantelli wins that one. Good hold-up play by Bayo, but gets in the way of Peters' clearance, and instead Wagner pops it up. McNulty strong in the air against Pollard. McNulty looking to release Young. Young and Pantelli. Pantelli wins that one, and Nunez in the air puts enough pressure on Wagner to win a throw-in for the Patriots. Pantelli with the throw-in. Bayo was demanding a foul, nothing given, as Bolton with some good strength with his back to goal. Young inside, beautiful build-up play as Berkhamshaw looks for the big switch to Bolton. Bolton and Pantelli. Pantelli knocks that one out for a Bearcat throw, and that's a lot better transitional play by the Bearcats. Long throw here from Smith. Over the top, Nunez tried to put some pressure on. Hoyland has no issues with meeting that one, but he does give away a corner. 10 minutes into this second half, and Lander will have an opportunity from the corner here. Tom Marriott moving over to take this corner. Series of Lander players on the edge of the 18-yard box. Distributed evenly across. Marriott towards the back post, flicked on. Dagnon will try and keep it in play. He does. Gets it back to Berkhamshaw. Berkhamshaw with the step overs into Dagnon. And Dagnon does very well there, the defender, to earn another corner for the Bearcats as they look to extend this phase of play and the pressure they are putting on to the Patriots. This time it'll be an in-swinging delivery. Movement towards the front post. It goes towards the back post, and no one really there, but Young will try and restart things for the Bearcats. He keeps it in, but some strong defending. Good work by Nunez there in the corner to earn a throw-in for the Patriots. Nunez will leave it for Pantelli back there. Deep in the Patriots' half. Taking their time to take this throw-in. Over the top. Bayo not able to get that one. Instead, Hanger with the delivery. A foul called against Pollard. Pollard a little late on his challenge. Max McNulty is the player that was fouled. And again, this is a very dangerous area for the Bearcats to put in a good delivery here. About 20 yards out. 15 yards or so inside from the touchline here. FMU with the two-player wall. Be Nunez and Zamora in the wall. Nunez will go away to mark instead. Just the one-man wall of Zamora. Delivery to the front post. Drilled in, headed away by Pantelli. Still in the danger zone. Some cries for a penalty as McNulty went down. Long effort, sailing wide by Hanger. Just rushed that one a little bit, Hanger. And there's some arguments still continuing from Max McNulty, who felt like he was pushed as he went up to play that header from the free kick. Lander, though, must keep their heads. Still over 30 minutes left in this matchup as it's flicked on. Second ball is won by Lander as they try and play through the middle of the Patriots. Little spin by Bolton, and McNulty is almost there. Bolton misses the play. Cook instead comes out with it for the Patriots. Pantelli with the big switch to Bayo. Bayo with the chest control, but no one around him, and it's a fantastic recovery by Wagner. Hunter to Hanger. Hanger drives forwards. Berkhamshaw forced backwards to Dagnon, and Dagnon knocks it over the top, but Pollard there to pop that header up. Zamora tries to dispossess Young, but Young with some fantastic work to keep his balance there as Knight plays it forward. Knight to Marriott. Back to Marriott. Big, deep pass there, looking for Young. Bolton unable to win that one as well. A good recovery, though, by Hanger to keep the ball in Lander territory, rather. Some cries for offside, but it will instead be a goalkeeper possession here for Maximiliano Rogo. Rogo's punt is long and high, but should fall straight to Knight, who deals with it well. However, some good pressure by the Patriots force a turnover. 50-50 ball here. It is Nunez that comes up with it for the Patriots, but his ball through goes straight to Dagnon, who heads it over to Hanger. Morcijo with that sliding clearance that Hanger intercepts in the air, and Pantelli tries to pop the ball over, looking for the run of Zamora. Composure is fantastic by Dagnon to get that one to Hanger. Hanger. Big switch there. Getting up is McNulty with the flick on, looking for Marriott. Marriott defended by Warden. Cuts into the right, swings it in, and a good first post clearance by Peters. Bayo back to goal. Double teamed by Lander. Dagnon is there with the header across to Oakley Hanger. Good play again by Lander and some great composure out the back, but the ball over the top from the Patriots is always looking like it could cause some issues. Throw in for George Knight. Lays it back, and they look to switch the play. Oakley Hanger finds himself in some space with that open touch. Whips it in. McNulty can't do much there. Just driven into his head and knocked clear by Cook. Good touch out of the air by Dagnon. Dagnon cuts inside. Nice move into the feet of Berkhamshaw. Berkhamshaw switches it. Young. Slide challenge by Nunez. Knight driving forward here. Good ball and a rip. First time by Bolton. Always sailing over the crossbar. And it's actually the deflection that took the shot from Bolton over. And it will be a corner for Lander as again they continue this phase of extended pressure. Right now, this pressure has still come up for nothing. No goals on the scoreboard for the Bearcats, but they're just causing some more issues and asking more questions of the Patriots. Out swinging delivery here. Seen the last couple float towards the penalty spot. This one driven hard. Tried to deflect back on. Nice touch out of the air. Beautiful move there by Young. And no-nonsense clearance by Pollard for a throw-in. That corner asked a lot more questions of FMU. Just driven in with a lot of pace. All it would have taken is a deflection towards goal to start causing some problems for Maximiliano Rogo in goal. Long throw in here for Jed Smith. Looping towards the back post. Hoyland is there. McNulty is there. And it's an offside call by the linesman here on the near side. Deemed it to be an offside. Looked like potentially McNulty came back from an offside position. Long boot by Rogo. Bayo just used his arm too much in that challenge against McNulty, and it'll be a free kick for Lander. They'll play it short and fast across to Jeb Smith. Knight bombing forward. Couple of step overs there to beat Nunez. They will return it all the way back to Smith. Patient with the recycling of play, but Hanger with an uncharacteristic giveaway there. Just took his eye off the ball, and it'll be a substitution here for Francis Marion. Yafet Santiago checking in. Alvaro Zamora checking out. Santiago's been dangerous since he played. Did a good job in the first half, and now some fresh legs to put some pressure under the Bearcats as the intricate feet of Santiago is unable to beat Hanger, and Hanger will take the throw in quickly. Long ball over the top. Ambitious ball by Berkhamshaw, but it's a good area, causing some issues for the Patriots over the top. Was looking for the run of Bolton. Instead, though, it will be a goal kick. Long ball over the top by Rogo. McNulty turning into the defender there. Was the hat-trick here in the semi-finals, of course. Today has had more of a defensive impact so far. Big in the air. And Pollard deflects that one off of the Lander player Bolton to earn a throw-in for the Patriots. Pantelli will take his time on this one. The freshman from Cyprus. Flicked on by Bayo. And again, Bayo with some great aerial presence as Nunez flicks that one on beautifully for Santiago. Santiago a little weak there, falling to the ground looking for the foul. Was just some good strength by Dagnon. And now a chance to counterattack for the Bearcats. Long ball searching for Bolton. Cleared long by Warden. So we have 25 minutes remaining in this Peach Belt Conference Tournament final. Of course, the winner of this gets the automatic berth to the NCAA tournament. You would expect that Lander, who are still ranked nationally, would get an automatic bid regardless for their positioning in the table. But Francis Marion need this win if they're to continue their season past this conference tournament play. Rogo long off the boot. Good control by Dagnon out of the air. A little bit slow to distribute there, and when he does, it's a wasted pass as Pollard with the interesting effort there. It's a good take out of the air by goalkeeper Cole Hunter because the sun is beaming down and it's just dropping as we hit 4:40 p.m. here in Evans, Georgia. The sun dropping, and it's making it really difficult in goal, particularly for Hunter in that far side goal. Big switch over the top by Young. Just standing on the ball there, whipped back into the back post, and no one there for Lander. Substitution for Lander, Mitch Gutteridge checking back in. We saw him for a little bit towards the end of the first half, offering another physical height difference here, and it's Robbie Young that's coming off for Lander as we see George Knight switch across to the opposite flank. Knight will now play on the right side of the field, or actually move into the centre mid as he adjusts for this goal kick. Bayo knocks it down to Santiago. Flicked with the outside of his boot was Peters, but it fell straight with Hanger, who looks for the big switch over the top. Marriott can't win that one, but Wagner wins the second, and it'll be a foul in favor of Lander. Wagner had a great first touch out of the air, and Hoyland just came in a little bit late there on Wagner, and now a free kick for the Bearcats, an opportunity to use that height they've just added to the pitch. Gutteridge is there on the back post. Knight is the McNulty, and the sizable difference noticeable at this instant. Lander towering apart, and it goes to the head of McNulty, who flicks it on, and it's and that one rattled the back netting. It almost looked like it had dipped in off of McNulty, but sailed over the crossbar. Just from this angle, it looked a little bit closer than it was. Maximiliano Rogo in net didn't really jump, so that just goes to show that it probably wasn't as close as we first thought from this angle. Rogo with the goal kick now. Long and over the halfway line. Flicked on by Bayo, who has been fantastic as an aerial presence. Does well at holding up the ball with his back to goal and getting those little flicks on from the distribution of Rogo as Hunter spins on that one. Bit of a hospital pass there out the back. Not sure on Hanger's decision there to play it back to his goalkeeper. Reminder that Cole Hunter isn't the regular starting goalkeeper for the Bearcats. He's played just 50 minutes of soccer before his semi-final. Played 10 minutes actually and got an extra 30 minutes in the semi-final after the injury to Withers, the usual starting goalkeeper for the Bearcats. So far, Hunter has been equal to the challenge that has faced him all but in the 4th minute when the Patriots had their go-ahead goal from Fernandez. Another foul called here. Things heating up a little bit. Good crowd here at Blanchard Woods Park today. Looks like some student athletes from both teams have traveled down to support. Not too far for either team, as a yellow card is given. Believe it's Oliver Peters that picked up a yellow card, but we will confirm that. And we'll have a good opportunity here for the Bearcats from this free kick on the far hand side, just inside the touchline. Everyone lined up on the goal box. 18 yards or so out the line for the wall. Back deep and easy pickings for Rogo. A disappointing cross there. Just didn't look like the oncoming runners were on the same wavelength as the kick taker, as Rogo hits this one long and over the top. Bayo flicks it on and Nunez is ahead of him. Nunez with a little bit of time cuts it back in. Cross couldn't beat De Jong though on that near post. Wagner plays Berkhamshaw, pops it up. Long ball over the top, searching for Bolton. Morcijo with an important clearance as Bolton charged down towards him. Throw in for the Bearcats. 26 minutes gone in this second half. 24 minutes remaining, of course. Long throw-in coming towards the near post. Flicked on by McNulty. Defended by Pollard. But Smith is there. Smith with a late tackle there by Smith. Just looked like he was frustrated there. And surrounding the referee are the Patriots. And you don't need to see that right now. Referee saw the foul. He'll make the decision. Smith just looked a little bit frustrated there. Was disappointed when he was dispossessed and his throw-in hadn't gone as planned. And he will pick up a yellow card for that late slide tackle from behind. And Morcijo will head over to take this free kick. Looked like Rogo wanted it, but at this time in the game, no need for this rush. Clock is stopped at 26:30 right now. Morcijo is here. Looks for the big crossfield switch to Bayo. Header is good by Hanger, and then Hanger is caught late. And things getting a little bit scrappy out here right now. And as we know in these conference tournament matchups where everything is on the line and seasons can be ended. Things get very passionate out here. Two sides with good seasons, but they want to be improving them with some silverware. Neither team has picked up the silverware. Of course, Landa were pipped to the post by Young Harris. They had a disappointing loss at Flagler, which was the difference between them being co-champions. Instead, runners-up in the conference is what they had to settle with. Patriots under first-time coach Luis Rincon from Bogota, Colombia, has had the most successful first season in Francis Marion history and their soccer program, but he'll want some silverware to pick up to sort of put that mark on the season. Be a dream start for Rincon in his first Peach Belt Conference coaching job. And he's opted to sub in Alviro Zamora. Zamora checking in, Nunez checking out. Nunez has been fantastic as an impact sub. Came on during the first half and really caused some trouble for the Landa Bearcats. Bayo unable to flick that one on, and Hanger puts it right back where it came from, and Bolton skips onto it. Bolton unable to win a corner. Morcijo with some good defending for the Patriots. Big boot by Rogo over the top. Bayo chests it down. Great target player, Bayo, as Zamora tries to spin. Good strength by Danyon there, but he is dispossessed again. It's an important slide challenge there by Landa, and they actually earn a goal kick. Perfect defending there by Landa as Hunter chips it, but under hits that chip. Bit of a hospital pass there to Hanger, but he does recover it. Another disappointing pass. Puts Wagner under unnecessary pressure. But Landa are able to come away with it. Long ball over the top, looking for the run of Knight. Knight, we saw him playing as a fullback earlier, has actually transitioned into a forward right now. Different dynamic over the top. Bit of bang and smash up there. As Danyon spreads the play to Hanger. Hanger tries to flick it with the outside of his boot, but doesn't get enough power on it as it goes all the way back to Cole Hunter in goal. Now, if FMU can shut out the Landa Bearcats, they will break a record for their institution for total shutouts in a single season. This would be their 11th shutout of the season. Their most recent record stands from 2001. It's 10 shutouts, and they tied that this year. That'll be a record that Maximiliano Rogo would love to have to his name. But right now, the focus is on offense as Zamora plays it inside. Nice movement of the ball to Bayo. Bayo rips with his left, and it's deflected. Important slide challenge there by Landa to deflect the shot of Bayo. It was Jed Smith with the last-ditch challenge. They just pushed that one wide of the post. Corner for the Patriots. 15 minutes remaining in this matchup. The last of our games from what has been a fantastic weekend of soccer in Evans. Headed clear. Important header clear after a very good delivery from the corner, but Santiago still has possession for the Patriots. Santiago drops it back, and it's whipped in by Pantelli. Headed clear. Cook. Cook dummies the shot. Defended well by Wagner. Wagner with a strong challenge and plays it long and over the top. Good first touch, though, by Pollard to put things back in. Goal kick for Landa. Landa will know that time now is ticking short. They conceded in the 4th minute, had a lot of time, but now we're into the last 15 minutes of this matchup as Bolton flicks that on. De Jong can't keep that one in play. Pantelli will take the throw in front of us. Over the top. Flicked on once, met in the air though. Knocked clear over the top. Hoyland puts it back where it came from. Big header by Hanger. Cook comes onto it though. Good little spin by Francis Marion Zamora. Zamora will receive it back from Santiago. Chips it in and it's blocked by Gutteridge on that far hand side. Throw in for the Patriots deep in Lander territory. And coaches talking about the corner. Good job, I studied some things lately. Looks like they'll be trying to waste some time in the future, but Cook had different ideas with that shot on the half volley, but always sailing over a difficult technique to execute there for Cook, and that one would never challenge Hunter in goal. Hunter takes his goal kick early as the sun continues to drop here in Evans. Temperatures dropping a little, but perfect conditions for soccer out here. And these players, of course, overcame torrential rain and wind on Friday. So for them, anything would have been better than the conditions here in Evans on Friday. Lander, of course, displaced Clayton State 3-1. Francis Marion beat Young Harris 2-1 to arrive in this final as Pollard gets up for the Patriots. Big challenge by Wagner there on Zamora, but Zamora comes off strongest as Santiago dances through the midfield and lays it back. Chipped ball through, looking for Zamora on the far side. Zamora's first touch just out there as we see a couple of substitutions for Lander. It's Luke Narker checking in, the defender from Decatur, and joining him is Zeno Bullish, who we saw in the first half causing some trouble up top. George Knight will take a break along with Oakley Hanger. Just over 10 minutes remaining in this one as it's hit long over the top. Hunter is there right at the edge of his box, commanding his 18 yards territory well as he bowls that one out. Knocked long and over the top, but that one always curling out of bounds there and just not going right for Lander right now. Throw in for Francis Marion just short of the halfway line. Over the top. Foul called against FMU, and Lander will have another opportunity from the free kick. Jed Smith on this free kick. We've seen he's got a long throw. Let's see what he can do from the dead ball. It's long and deep. Met in the air by the Patriots. Second ball is won by Lander and eventually sliced up into the air by the Patriots. Zamora does well to get his body in front of the play and earns a foul for the Patriots, and there'll be a free kick here. Just short of the center circle. Morcijo will be in no rush to take this free kick as the referee stops the clock. Over the top, flicked on by Bayo. Zamora goes out of bounds. Throw in for Francis Marion, and again they will take their time as the referee has a decision about what time he wants back onto the clock. There's some delay over this one as they decide what time they are going to put up. Of course, here in NCAA, the clock will run unless the referee indicates that they want it stopped. Looks like 36:04 on the clock stopped. Good little move there by Lander as they look to break forward through Narka. Narka to Bolton. Bolton spins and no one is up with Bolton as he turns that one over. Good battle there in front of us, and it will go out for a Lander throw in long down the line by Narka. There'll be another throw here. Narka will take it again and launch it down the line. Pollard is up. Still in bounds off of the head of Pollard as Santiago tries to trap that one. It's popped up by Grant Wagner. Header over the top by the FMU right back there. And just based on the calls of this game, that one will always be a free kick. As we mentioned, referee has been consistent in his awarding of the free kicks for the hands on the back when players are jumping. Free kick here for Jed Smith, whips it in. Headed clear by Morcijo. Narka traps it. Narka challenged strongly by Cook, but Lander had possession with Wagner. Wagner puts it back in towards the penalty spot. Morcijo is there. Good step by Ballish. Ballish into the 18, slots it in, and it's a goal! And it's offside. It looked like Lander had scored the equalizer. Ballish with a fantastic dribble into the 18-yard box. He spread the play wide. It was a tap-in, but the linesman on this near side has their flag raised. Rogo looked like he was in a little bit of pain back there. In fact, it's not the goalkeeper, it's the defender that's down pulling his socks up. But that one for Lander was a tough one there. They thought they had got the equalizer with the clock stopped at 37:26, but the linesman has other ideas. Bayo flicks it on. Hunter is there having the ball shielded. It was Zamora with the high pressure on Hunter in goal as Hunter punts it up. Straight to Cook though, and Wagner looks to switch it. Morcijo is there. Good break by Santiago. Breaks through the challenge from Lander. Santiago releases Bayo in the corner. Bayo will be content to hold it in the corner. Lander work hard to get it out and earn themselves a goal kick from the corner as we see a substitution in front of us. Nestor Munoz is checking in again for FMU. Santiago checking out. 38:26 on the clock. That leaves around 7 minutes left in this Peach Belt Conference Tournament final. Pollard is there. Wagner with the second header. Peters knocks things long for FMU. Acrobatic clearance by Wagner, but falls straight to Sydney Warden. Sydney Warden did not start the game, but ever since Fernandez went off injured, Warden has been ever present in that right fullback role. He has been brilliant for the Patriots, a really important substitution and just demonstrating the potential that the sophomore from London has for the Patriots. Switch is read nicely though. Larka fouled there. Narka got the wrong side of Nunez and earns a free kick. Lander will look to use this opportunity to push their height forward. The Patriots holding a high back line here. It's a flat delivery. Floated in, flicked on by McNulty. Pops up, and again, offside flag is up by the looks of things. I wondered if it was going to be a free kick on Morcillo, and Morcillo will probably pick up a yellow card here for dissent. Punching the ground right in front of the referee. He's not happy about something, as the clock stopped at 39:46. Morcillo will pick up a yellow card for what I believe will be dissent. Just confirmation from the fourth official that it is Morcillo that picks up the yellow card. Landa still have 5 minutes remaining to tie this one up, as the boot is long towards Bayo. Gutteridge in the corner earns a throw-in for the Bearcats that he will go on to take. Long and past the halfway line is the throw-in by Gutteridge. Bolton tried to head it on, and Hunter will have that one in his hands as he javelin throws it out to Naka. Naka looking down the line, but distribution just not good enough there. And it's an easy take in the air by the goalkeeper, Cole Hunter. This time he punts long. McNulty is up against Hoyland. Hoyland with the winning header there. Wagner spins. Here's Naka. Naka over the top. Falls nicely, but scuffed shot by Marriott there. He does win a corner for Landa with less than 5 remaining. 4 minutes and some change here. And I'm surprised Landa aren't sending everyone forward here. Everyone back for the Patriots. In swinging ball here for Landa. Now looks like Coach Luis Rincon could see himself in a little bit of trouble here. Coach certainly not shy about showing his feelings towards that decision for a corner. He has received a last warning from the referee for his dissent. And we will now get underway with this corner for Landa. In swinging delivery deep towards the back post, headed back in. Cries for a handball are not given. Instead, it will be another corner for the Bearcats. It's Tom Marriott on this corner. Marriott deep. Headed in and over the crossbar there. Disappointing effort there by McNulty. You can tell he's frustrated with himself. Found himself in some space, the hat-trick hero from the semi-final, but that header sailing over the crossbar as Gadiel Santiago checks in for Francis Marion, and Alvaro Zamora checks out after a great shift from him. Rogo with the kick. Foul against FMU. Landa will take this one soon. They're not in too much of a rush. They'd rather set things up. Better to create a good opportunity with 3 minutes remaining. Long delivery there, straight to FMU. Ballish will keep it in. Ballish dispossessed by Santiago, and Santiago will break, and his pass just too much on it for Nunez to catch, and Hunter will boot this long as we fall to under 3 minutes remaining. Long boot by Wagner. Over the top chasing is Marriott. Marriott trying to get around the FMU defender, and he comes out strongest there. Big header in the air by Smith. But Bayo will break forward. Bayo has Nunez ahead of him. He'll hold it in the corner, double teamed by the Bearcats, and some good work by Bayo there will earn a throw-in for Francis Marion as the clock continues to tick to under 2 minutes. Francis Marion will take this throw-in as slowly as they can. Running the clock here as they look for the corner. Cook with some tough work in the corner there. Francis Marion leaving 5 players back with the 2 Bearcats that remain on the halfway line. And a goal kick is awarded here. Hunter will have one more opportunity to kick this one forward with distance as we tick to 1 minute and 10 seconds. It's up and long by Hunter. McNulty does well. Naka puts it back where it came from. And the foul is given to FMU. Clock is stopped with 55 seconds remaining in this one. Francis Marion looking to claim their first Peach Belt Conference Tournament Championship since 2008. This would be the second time in consecutive years that Lander are beaten in the tournament final. Flicked on by Naka, and one last opportunity as Ballish breaks. Ballish long switch over the top. Good read by Lander as they chip it in. And Rogo is there. Maximiliano Rogo with a confident take. And he will take all his 6 seconds and some as we tick to 30 seconds. Big punt by Rogo. Flicked on by Gutteridge. Hunter messes up his touch a little bit there and kicks it out, but it does reach a Lander player. They cannot keep it in bounds, and 10 seconds remaining. That will be it here in the conference tournament championship matchup. It is an upset here in Blanchard Woods Park in Evans, Georgia. The number 4 seed Francis Marion will overcome the number 2 seeded Lander Bearcats in their 3rd ever championship tournament game. Congratulations to the FMU Patriots. It is the goal from Juan Miguel Fernandez in the 4th minute. That is the difference. Lander Bearcats created some good opportunities. Of course, had the goal disallowed for offside, but Francis Marion have not only defeated the number 1 seeded Young Harris, they have also upset the number 2 Lander Bearcats. Francis Marion become the Peach Belt Conference Tournament champions for the first time since 2008. It shouldn't be the end for the Lander Bearcats. You would expect them to get an at-large bid for the NCAAs, but it is still heartbreaking for them. Congratulations to Francis Marion. Congratulations also to Flagler, who on the women's side were the conference tournament champions. I've been Jessica Charman all weekend. It's been a pleasure to take you through all the action here at the Peach Belt Conference Tournament on the Peach Belt Conference Network. And until next year, we will be back. Take care.